I'm going to be showing you how I file 1099s for my clients at the end of the year in January. I use TATS 1099, which was also recently acquired by Zenwork. So I really like this software. It's a lot more affordable in my opinion than what other ones are out there for, like QuickBooks, for example. It's a lot more affordable, and it also kind of syncs in with QuickBooks, so you don't have to like double enter your information in or anything like that. It actually will sync with that QuickBooks information. So in this case today, I'm going to be preparing a fake 1099. I'm not going to submit it or anything like that, just because, again, it's a fake 1099 for a fake company. But I just wanted to show you kind of this process and how I personally file the 1099s and how TATS 1099 works, for those that are trying to either file 1099s themselves or just preparers that are using the software. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So this is TATS 1099. I'm on the dashboard here. So this is what the main screen looks like when you first log in. So as you can see, there's kind of a lot of information here, but I don't really look too much at most of this information, to be honest. I look more on the left side here, so you'll see forms, payers, recipients, imports, and then other information as you kind of go down. They even have I didn't even look at this until earlier today, but they actually have an estimated TATS calculator that like is a lot more further detailed than most of the ones I've seen. So just for reference. But we're going to be going to, not forms. We're going to be going to payers on the left here, and you're going to be adding a payer. That is the very first thing that we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to be doing this under a business, so I'm going to be doing it under, let's just call it Braun Enterprises Inc. And I got to make up a fake EIN, so I'm just going to use this. And again, this is just for a fake company, so we're just using some information here that I guess I got to use my phone number. So anyway, I'm just entering in some basic information here just to kind of get in the company information. You would just enter in your business name, your EIN, email. I recommend entering in your email address. You obviously have to enter in your phone number, because that actually is required on the actual 1099 form. And then you'd enter in your business address. In this case, I'm just going to enter in where I actually do business at. I'm not even going to enter in a fake one, because the one good thing that TATS 1099 offers is they actually verify the address information that you are being given. Oh, that sucks. Where's United States? Oh my God, wait, where? Oh, there it is. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. And then you can enter in withholding information and your TATS state ID and other information there. In that case, I'm not going to have to. So, and as you can see, I click save and it says payer info added successfully. Thank you. And then now I can actually see all the information needed regarding this company here for this payer. So you can actually enter in multiple payers. I don't know why you can actually do that, but in this case, I'm just entering it in the information for this one. And you can view the EIN number. You can even make this inactive or active, depending on how you want it over here. So anyways, now that the payer information is set up, we're going to go to recipient, and we're going to add our recipient's information. So in this case, we don't have to request a W-9. I don't have an actual W-9 filled out, but I do have some basic information here gathered from an Excel spreadsheet. So we have the recipient's name, John Doe. We have his social security number right there. We have his address line as 123 Doe Road in Susquehanna, PA 18847. And we have the total payments we made to him as $12.50. So just to clarify as well, we are preparing a 1099 NEC today, non-employee compensation. Just for those who, I should have clarified that in the beginning of the video, but I did not. So We're going to be entering in the recipient's information now. So the first name was John. His last name was Doe. I'm actually shocked you don't actually have to. It's not even required to enter in the first name. That's crazy. I didn't actually know that. If you do not receive a social security number or a TIN, a taxpayer identification number, that's what TIN stands for, then you can click TIN not provided, and it'll unrequire that mark. But generally speaking, you should always try to do everything you possibly can to get this number. In this case, his TIN was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very simple social security number there that we got. So, and then we're going to enter in his address, which was 123 Doe Road, and then it was Susquehanna, Pennsylvania 18847. And if you want, you can actually check here to validate address. I know this isn't a real address, so I'm not going to have it do that. And then I'm just going to click save. And just like that, it has now added a recipient for me. And I can even request a W-9 or if I need that information for him through this. And it'll actually, if you enter in the email and the information, it'll actually do it for you. So anyways, now that we have this all set up, we have the recipient entered in, information entered in, we have the payer information entered in. Now all we have to do is enter in the 1099 NEC, and I'm going to say it's for 2024. So in this case, we already have the payer added, so we don't even have to add payer, edit payer, or anything like that. We just simply click this drop down right here, and boom, and then it auto populates based on everything we've added, which I love because it makes your life a lot easier rather than having to re-enter this information every single time. And then the same thing applies for the recipient. You just simply click that, and then actually it popped up with something. PA does participate in the CFSF program. Based on the information you'd entered, this form also must be filed directly with the state in addition to your federal filing. Would you like 1099 tax? I'm just going to say no because I'm not preparing a real return here. We're preparing a fake one. But if you were actually preparing a real, if it was actual real return, I'd recommend selecting yes to that. So now that we have that, we need to go back and enter in the non-employee compensation. So we have $1,250 was the total amount that we paid him throughout the year. And you're going to enter that information in there. We did not have any sort of federal tax income withheld or anything like that. And then we are going to click, because there's nothing else you have to enter in here, we're going to click Save and Continue. And just like that, it'll pop up. It actually has it right here. They have like a nice, I don't want to say it's like a Kanban board, but it's like it goes through the whole process there. But anyway, whoops. There you go. So now you got this part here. So now we can actually see the 1099 is all right here. We can actually calculate the 1099 fee on how much it's going to cost us to do this. And it's not that, I don't even think it's that much. Oh, sorry. Look at that. $2.99 to file this. And they even have like, they have like all the different, they can have different add-on fees that you have. So 10 match fee just to verify that the social security number or the taxpayer identification number information that you have matches what the IRS has. A filing fee if you were to do anything through the state. A mailing fee if you were to mail it to them. And then an electronic delivery fee. I don't think there's any fee for that for some reason, but and then just how much it totally costs. In this case, it's really not. I really never had any issues with TATS 1099 preparing any of this information. I will say though, I think the 10 match might be good because funny enough, I've had a couple clients where they give a W-9 to a contractor, and funny enough, the contractor does not fill in the correct social security number or puts in a fake. So it kind of just makes your life a lot easier if you can somehow manage to get that information verified. So if you do or don't, that's up to you. Anyways, if I was going to submit this because I legally can't because it's a fake. Like I said, it's a fake. It's not a real one. I'm going to click this, and then I'm going to click submit for this payer. It would pop up on the right here. There'd be a little payment icon, and I would just have to basically enter in my information, my credit card information, to pay the filing fee, and then Tax 1099 would simply handle the rest of the filing. They would submit it to the IRS on your behalf. If there's anything for the state, they'll do it for you as long as you selected that. They'll electronically send it to your client if you enter in an email address. Of course, I didn't do that, but if you have an email address entered in, they will electronically send it to you, or send it to the contractor. And then if you want them to mail it as well, you can even you can pay the mailing fee. But other than that, once you've submitted it, you should come right to here, and you can kind of see you'll be able to get a status of when it was actually submitted and where it's at basically in the IRS's records on whether or not it's been accepted, approved, things like that. So that kind of brings a wrap to this video today. I hope this was beneficial to you. I hope you guys kind of learned how to file a 1099 through Tax 1099. Personally, I really do love this software. I don't try to advertise too much software. I don't really I don't do like affiliates or anything like that. So when I do advertise the software, I really do mean that I actually enjoy that software. I really do love it. So with that being said, I will link Tax 1099 down below just for so everyone can get quicker access to that. And if you do use it, great. If you don't use it, that's fine too. Just let me know what you use to prepare your 1099s, and I'll be happy to kind of like research it as well, just because I'm always interested in learning what's the newest and greatest thing going on in the bookkeeping accounting world as well. So if you learned something new, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to subscribe, hit that like icon, and drop a comment down below just showing your support, or if you have any questions or anything like that. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. So have a great day, everyone, and peace out.